Everyone in the room played along, smiling, nodding, staying safe, until he interrupted. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't smile. He just looked straight ahead and said, "I'm not like you." The room went silent. No one expected it. One sentence, and the entire energy shifted. He didn't try to be liked. He didn't try to fit in. And that's exactly why no one could ignore him. Some charisma makes you smile. Some charisma gets you followers. But this is the kind that makes people afraid to speak out of turn. This is the kind of charisma that doesn't just command a room. It bends reality. People feel it before you even speak. And when you do, it's unsettling. They start to wonder, is he brilliant or insane? You want that kind of presence? Good, but let me warn you, this isn't charm, it's madness in control. He asked, "How are you?" You didn't answer, you just looked at him, calm, silent, unreadable. And something in his brain glitched. The world runs on scripts. "Hi, how are you?" "I'm good, how are you?" Robotic, safe, meaningless. But when you break the pattern, respond with silence. Tilt your head instead of nodding. Hold eye contact without blinking, without smiling. You send a shockwave through their social system. Their brain flags it. Unusual. Alert. Charisma isn't about being liked. It's about disrupting the ordinary. It's about being noticed and never forgotten. Because in a world addicted to predictability, unpredictability becomes power. And when you refuse to play by the rules, people don't know how to react. That confusion, that tension, that's presence. Predictability feels safe. That's why people forget you. But when your rhythm breaks the pattern, when you speak slow, then fast, pause mid-sentence, laugh during tension, stay silent when everyone's clapping, you become something the brain can't ignore. You walk into a room, stop mid-step, look around and change direction. No explanation. People feel uncomfortable. They wonder, is he okay? Or is this all planned? Exactly. Controlled erratic behavior creates a glitch. A primitive alarm bell rings. This doesn't fit. Pay attention. You're not being weird. You're being intentional. You're using unpredictability as a weapon. Because when they can't predict you, they can't ignore you, and that is power. The more people try to understand you, the less control you have. So stop explaining yourself. Let your words be puzzles, not answers. Speak in riddles that invite others to fill the gaps with their own imagination. Say things like, "I don't dream when I sleep. I do it with my eyes open." Or, "Some things I've done, only silence can forgive." These words unsettle the mind. They can't pin you down. When people think they've figured you out, break the pattern again. Throw in a line that doesn't fit. Watch the mystery reset. Controlled ambiguity forces people to project their fears, desires, and assumptions onto you. It makes you a mirror reflecting their own chaos, and that reflection is magnetic. Ambiguity isn't confusion, it's power. It says, "I'm not your story. I am something else entirely." And because they can never fully grasp you, they'll always want more. Never let clarity dull your edge. Let them chase a ghost. Most people wear their emotions on their sleeve to be liked or to connect. You do the opposite. You keep your feelings locked away, showing emotion only when it serves your purpose. When someone tries to provoke you, anger, sadness, excitement, you respond with stillness. You pause, you observe. You don't flinch or give away your thoughts. This emotional detachment isn't coldness, it's control. It forces others into your frame, making them wonder what you know that they don't. Silence in the face of chaos is unnerving. It unsettles because it breaks expectations. When everyone is reacting wildly, you remain the eye of the storm. That calm presence forces others to chase your approval and validation. It creates power by withholding what people expect. Stillness becomes your weapon, dominance through quiet control. People don't just notice it, they fear it. Because stillness in a world of noise feels unnatural, and power always feels unnatural. Most people feel compelled to explain themselves, to close every loop and tie every sentence with a neat bow. You don't. You know that power lives in mystery, in the unknown. When you say, "That night changed me," and then stop, without explanation, you create a void others rush to fill. You drop hints but never the full truth. "I used to be someone else," you say, and walk away before they can probe further. This incompleteness drives people mad with curiosity. They analyze your silences, spin stories, and gossip trying to decode your true self. By never finishing the story, you become more than just a person. You become a myth, a puzzle that refuses to be solved. People obsess over what you hide because your silence is louder than words. In a world addicted to closure, you thrive in ambiguity. This kind of charisma isn't for everyone. Not everyone can handle the energy you bring. Some will call you crazy. Others will walk away because they can't keep up. And some will label you as not normal. Good, let them. You don't need the approval of the weak or the fearful. Your presence is a disruption. It shakes the foundation of their comfortable world. And disruption is lonely at first. But remember, being unforgettable means you must accept losing those who aren't strong enough to follow your lead. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be remembered, to stand apart. So let the weak drift away. Let the scared stare from a distance. You're not here to blend in. You're here to break the mold. You don't just enter the room, you command it. No smile, no unnecessary words, just pure, undeniable presence that fills every corner. They whisper among themselves, "He's different." They ask in hushed tones, "Is he dangerous?" Their eyes flicker with a mix of curiosity and caution. They wonder, does he see things others don't? Does he hold secrets we're not meant to know? The truth, yes, you do. You carry the knowledge they fear, the power they don't understand. You embody one brutal truth. If you stop acting like everyone else, you stop being treated like everyone else. You aren't here to be liked or to fit in. You're here to disrupt, to challenge the ordinary, to shake the foundations of their comfort zones. They'll call you mad. They'll label your presence as chaos. Let them. Because what they dismiss as madness, you embrace as freedom. This is the fourth layer of charisma, where power is raw, real, and sometimes unsettling. It's where people begin to question your sanity, and that's exactly where you want them. You don't question your power, you own it. This is the charisma that bends reality, that rewrites social rules and leaves a mark that no one can erase. Welcome to a new level. Welcome to the edge of sanity. Welcome to your true power. Power isn't given, it's taken. And those who wait politely for permission will always be ignored. You must move like a force of nature, unpredictable, unstoppable. When you enter a room, don't ask for attention. Demand it. Own the space as if it belongs to you, because in reality it does. Most people are addicted to comfort and familiarity. They stick to what they know, who they know, and how they behave. But charisma comes from breaking out of that bubble. It's about discomfort, the ability to make others uncomfortable while you stay perfectly calm. That discomfort creates curiosity, and curiosity creates influence. People want leaders, but they don't want to lead. They follow the loudest voice, the most confident posture, the calmest eye. Your silence can be louder than their shouting. When others lose their temper, your composure becomes a silent declaration of dominance. Your gaze is a weapon. Don't just look at people, see them. Hold their eyes like you're digging for secrets. Let them feel exposed under your stare. The longer you hold that eye contact, the more power you extract. They'll want to look away, but they can't. That's the trap of charisma. Control your breathing. Slow, deep breaths. Tell your nervous system you are calm, unshaken, and in control. People unconsciously mimic your breathing, syncing their energy to yours. You become the rhythm everyone follows, even if they don't realize it. Use silence like a pause in a symphony. Don't rush to fill gaps in conversation or action. Let silence build tension and anticipation. People hate silence because it forces them to confront their own thoughts, and that's where your power grows. They wait for your next move, hanging on your presence alone. Charisma is the art of appearing effortless, but behind that ease lies intense discipline. You master every detail, your posture, your tone, your timing. You control your reactions like a conductor directing an orchestra. Your precision creates an illusion of natural power, but it is all meticulously crafted. Never reveal your full hand. In negotiations, conversations, or social games, always leave something hidden. When people think they've got you figured out, shift. Drop a hint of mystery. This keeps you several steps ahead, like a chess player always thinking 5 moves deeper. The strongest charisma is magnetic but dangerous. It draws people in, but only those strong enough to handle it will stay. Others will keep their distance or try to tear you down because they fear what they don't understand. This is a test. Only the worthy survive in your orbit. Charisma is not just about presence, it's about absence too. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is disappear from the scene, leave them wanting more, vanish without explanation, silence your phone, skip the party, miss the meeting. Absence creates value because it's rare, and rarity commands attention. People will fill your silence with rumors, stories, and speculation. That's your unseen influence working. While others scramble to be everywhere all the time, you choose where and when to appear. Your presence becomes an event, not a routine. In conversation, don't be the one who always speaks first or last. Instead, master the art of strategic timing. Speak just enough to intrigue, but never so much that you reveal your strategy. Like a chess master, your words are deliberate moves designed to bait, confuse, and control. Remember, power thrives in the unknown. When someone presses for details, deflect with a smile or a cryptic reply. That's a story for another time, or you wouldn't believe it if I told you. These lines pull people deeper into your orbit, desperate to unlock the enigma you've become. Your energy should be unpredictable, yet controlled. One moment, you're warm and engaging, the next detached and cold. This roller coaster keeps others emotionally off balance, and in that imbalance lies your influence. People try harder to win your approval because they're never sure where you stand. Watch the way people mimic you unconsciously. Your breathing, your gestures, your pace, they mirror you because they want to sync with your power. Use this to your advantage. Slow down when they speed up. Pause when they rush. You set the tempo of every interaction. Charisma demands self-mastery. It's not about acting but embodying a force of nature. Your mind must be sharp, your emotions disciplined. You're not a puppet to your feelings. You are the puppeteer pulling every string with precision and intention.